Hey YouTube, I was actually going to make this video a couple days ago, but it's kind of a tough subject for me. It's still, like, thinking about what to say right now, it just kind of makes my eyes a little watery, but it's okay, I'm fine. But the other day, me and my mom got into an argument. Well, not really an argument. She was getting into an argument with me. I'll tell you the situation. Okay, so I was about to have a bath. I had my clothes in the bathroom, my towels ready, my magazines, my cell phone, and everything. And she was using my iPod earlier, so I went to her room to get my iPod because I like to listen to music when I have a bath. So I didn't pour the bath yet because I like getting in when it's pouring and stuff. I don't know, I'm just really weird like that. And so I went to her room to get my iPod to have a bath, and she went into the bathroom to pour a bath. And I'm like, I was just about to have a bath, like I have all my stuff in here, like, do you see? And she's like, well, you left, so I'm gonna have a bath. And I'm like, no, because I have to study, because I had a math test the next day and it was 9 o'clock at night, and I just wanted to have a bath, and then go study until I went to bed. So I did that, and then she got mad at me, and she's like, just remember that, like, I do everything for you, blah blah blah, so just remember that. And then she walked out of the bathroom for a second, and I shut the door, and I'm like, I'm having my bath right now, like, I was here first. And you know, I went to your room to get your iPod because I asked you where it was. And so she started freaking out on me. She's like, just remember that, you stupid, ugly, fat bitch. And I was like, excuse me, what did you say to me? Like, I opened the bathroom door and I was like, excuse me? And she's like, you heard me. And I'm like, what? And so I was kind of crying at this point because, like, that kind of hurt me. And so she went downstairs and she started yelling at me again, so I was kind of upstairs and I was like, you know what happened, like, this was my bath. I was like getting mad at her because she was calling me all these names, and I was like, I had the bath first, you know, all my stuff was there, you knew why I was looking for my iPod, because I asked you that I was gonna have a, like, I was looking for my, like, I asked you where my iPod was so I could have a bath, right? And then my dad walked in at that moment when I was explaining, and he's like, and then my mom's like to him, tell Jessica to shut the fuck up. And he's like, Jessica, shut up. And I'm like, you're yelling at me because she told you to tell me to shut up and you don't even know the story and it wasn't even my fault. Like, she's overreacting. So she started calling me a bitch again. So I went downstairs. I was so pissed. Like, I went downstairs, like, ran downstairs, and I was like, to my dad, I was like, you don't even know the freaking story. This is what happened, blah, blah, blah. So I was, like, telling him the story. And, she was like, okay, just remember that. I will never do anything for you again. So I was like, fine, I don't need anything from you. Like, you're overreacting, you're a freaking mental case. Like, something in your head is missing right now because you are over-exaggerating over a fucking bath. Like, what the fuck? And so that happened. So I went upstairs, I had my bath, and then I was sitting on my desk, like right here, I was doing homework, and my mom came in and she's like, I'm sorry for what I said earlier. And I'm like, like, yeah, okay. And she's like, are you not gonna accept my apology? And I'm like, I don't know, like, do you sincerely mean it? And she's like, well, if you don't accept it now, then you won't accept it later, and I'm only gonna say it once. And I was like, okay, I accept it, like, sarcastically, like, I was still pissed off, right? And so eventually I accepted it because I was just like, whatever, I don't need this drama. And so that happened. And the thing is, like, I know that, I mean, I know, I'm not oblivious to it, but you don't need to rub it in my face. Like, you know, that's the one thing that pushes me, like, to the edge. Like, your own mother saying that you're an ugly fat bitch. Like, you don't say that to somebody. I don't know if that's like a form of like bullying in a way, but you take the one thing that somebody is most self-conscious about and they have the most like no self-esteem because of that thing, and you use it against them because of over an argument. Like, that's not right. And especially my own mother, like, I can see somebody like who doesn't know me or like hates me, your own mother saying you're a fat bitch or you're ugly, like, and I've heard it before. Like, I hear it all the time. I hear it from my sister all the time. Like, oh, Jessica, you shouldn't do this. Like, Jessica, you shouldn't do that. Like, you shouldn't drink Starbucks, or you shouldn't do this and that and eat this and that. It's like, you know what? Maybe I do this because I don't care, because you guys keep rubbing it in my face and I don't need to deal with that stress. And if you were like, if you help me and not judge me and not say, like, give me that look like you shouldn't eat that, like, in a way saying like you shouldn't eat that because look at you, like, you don't need that because look at you, blah, blah, blah. Like, that's not gonna make me not want to do it to piss you off. And I guess that's wrong on my part, just to do something to piss them off more. But being called ugly and fat by my own family, like, that hurts more than somebody else calling me it. Someone else calling me it on the internet or someone else calling me it in real life. I've never had that before. So it's like my own family thinks it and says it to my face. So what do other people think? And I don't need that. I already have low self-esteem that I don't need to have somebody else calling me ugly, and I don't need to have someone else calling me that, because it just makes me hurt, it makes me upset, and it just makes me, like, I guess it's my way to feel better as I eat or something. It just makes me like do it. And it's not like I don't want to. Like, I try and stop myself. Like, I've done better than what I used to be. But you have to take small baby steps, and I don't need somebody rubbing it in my face. And it's a really sensitive subject. Like, that's the one thing that makes me cry, like, instantly. Like, I don't usually cry very instant. Like, I'm pretty tough exterior. But somebody calling me that, even if they're joking around, like, Jessica, you're an ugly bitch or something, it hurts because I know. And sometimes what we say sarcastically, there's a hint of truth to it. There's a hint of like, oh, I actually kind of mean it, but I'm just joking because it's sarcasm. It hurts. Okay, that's my story.